Today we are going to take a look at how a regular guy can improve his financial situation fast. So, hello and welcome. My name is Peter B. Welcome at My First Million, where we are going to achieve our financial goals together. So, in order to discuss how to improve our financial situation fast, we need to go to the very basic of how to win financially. These are all the 4 areas that I have covered before in other videos that we need to understand. There's earnings, there's spendings, and there's savings. And from the savings, you can do investings. So, at the top, we have a very simple equation. Earnings minus spendings equals savings. And then we use the savings to invest and hopefully be able to generate a return. How to improve your personal situation as fast as possible. First of all, you need to understand how this equation and how this wealth cycle looks for you. Let's take an example. Let's say you earn $1,000 per month. So you have an annual income of $12,000. Let's say at the same time you are spending $12,000 a month, and as a result you don't save anything. Where is this equation broken? We know we are doing something wrong, otherwise we wouldn't be ending up with zero savings. It could be 2 ways. Either we are spending too much or we are earning too little. Depending where in the world you live, it could be that $12,000 is a very nice earning, but you should be able to spend much less. In other areas of the world, especially for instance in the US, $12,000 is could be like nothing. So, and only spending $12,000 per year is living very frugally. So then maybe you have an earning problem. Let's say someone really has an earnings problem. Then he should try to tackle this area. He should try to earn much more. This is very simple, but I understand this is not easy. There are different ways how you can earn more, and we will cover those in upcoming videos. But you need to, if you don't earn enough, you need to find ways to generate a higher income. Also, if you have a spending problem, but maybe your earning is enough, but you have a spending problem, then you need to be able to identify which area you will be able to cut down. These are areas that you need to identify. And I think a good start is always to go for average, to find some studies in your country, in your area. What is the average earning? What is the average spending? And use those as a average indicator. If you're earning average and if you're spending average, then most likely you will end up saving nothing. So you should try to earn more than the average. And in the different areas of life, you should try to spend less than the average. And then you would come up with a positive equation that maybe looks something like this. Maybe it could be that both your earnings are too little and your spendings are too much. Then maybe you need to work on both areas. So once you end up with savings, and when you're especially young, you should try to save a lot each month and each year. You should be able to take those and put them into investments. So those 4,000 in savings, they should go into investing. So maybe you have a positive equation here on the top already. Then maybe your next step will be to improve your investments. You need to do investing. You need to understand what you're doing with investments. And as a result, you need to try to generate a positive return. So let's say maybe you will be able to generate 10% annually. So what would happen? As a result, in this equation, you should be your investing should generate a $400 return. And as a result, in the next year, your earnings will improve by $400. So you should be earning $12,000 from your active income, plus an additional $400 from your passive income, and therefore have more earnings. So, how to improve your situation as fast as possible? Identify your weaknesses and tackle your weakness first. For me personally, I am very good at keeping my spendings under control. The only area that I might be able to cut back is my children's education. But this is an area that I'm willing to overspend and therefore also be more frugal in other areas. My earnings and investing, I think, are both pretty decent, but are the two areas that potentially can be improved the most. So we will cover all of those 4 areas in separate videos and give more ideas on the different areas, how to improve them. So to conclude, are you able to draw out the wealth cycle for your own personal situation? And are you able to identify your weak spot? What is your weak spot? Please write it in the comments so that we can share together which area I should be covering potentially more on this channel. So once you identify your weak spot, make sure you tackle it so that you will get a positive loop into this cycle. Earn more, limit your spendings, save more, and therefore have more money left over to invest. Okay, I look forward to you visiting us again in our journey and follow along. And I'm looking especially forward that all of us will succeed financially. Thanks a lot for your time.